that they won't be able to get away with as much. So really narrowing down the pool for the side of VP. What do they lift with?
Whoa. Goodness, a Hanzo up against a lineup that can easily access your jungle. That's a huge gambit.
Hey, the nightmare. It was good, but it was good at just a specific thing. Putting pressure, getting a pickoffs, and being able to convert a kill here. Bluto does take some damage. I don't think he escapes this time as first blood goes in the hands of Kyrie. Badcott now in trouble, zoned out by Loopy. Dark Wave to bring him back. There's the slams down for the Infernal Pursuit. They got the job done, and now the Turtle will slowly go down here as they take more just for Kyrie here.
Oh my god, Kyrie, dude, ONIC is so smart. Kyrie understands exactly what Endodoryu wants to do.
With this Turtle coming up though, it looks like they're gonna go for this rotation. So VP wants to fight. Tsunami Slam gonna be able to find the target. Pluto could be in trouble here. Quite low and already. Endodoryu jumping in, has to return already. But with the final slash, Loopy gets dragged into it, but we'll get him with the Infernal Pursuit anyway. The worst target you want to follow you back to your body if you're this Hanzo.
Mad respect to Ludby. He's getting a lot of important Infernal Pursuits up, but that Dark Wave usage is looking better from the last time we've seen him. Doesn't really matter to Kyrie. It's only the third item that matters. The person that they can punish is whoever doesn't have a Purify. In this case, Pluto.
Tsunami Slam again. Pluto getting caught. This is going to be time and time again when this happens. Every time the Tsunami Slam is up, Keyboy doesn't need the flicker to make it happen. And this is why we were talking about in the draft with the Arlots. It has not been a very good hero to pick up, just with the case of this. Even Keyboy taking a lot of shots here. He's actually just zoning out Super Igorka. So it looks like they'll get at least a tier 1 there. Keyboy does go down. They still fight for this. I think buff was secured.
Buff was secured, yes. Very nicely done by Kyrie, but they're going to re-engage.
Oh, they're going to re-engage. Pluto goes in with the final slash. He's able to find Sands. Sands goes down. A good pickup for Boulevard. And now, breaking it out, Loopy will join the fight with Severo as Badcott falls. They're still on this side of the jungle, but VP does find something in the exchange.
The big volatile point for the side of ONIC ID really is Sans. He could have taken a Purify to try and protect himself, but no. Instead, now Severo's fine, right?
Oh, I thought they would get him, man.
I was about to eat my words there.
Yeah, Severo also taking a breath. Pluto in trouble again. Won't they be able to escape that as the Dark Wave brings him back? So even this, I guess this is just going to be the experience for Pluto. Gonna have to deal with this. Bober and then that feathered airstrike. ONIC wanted to go for it. Keyboy does have the Tsunami Slam, so Turtles up. This is going to be a free one for ONIC to take. They'll be 3 for 3 for the Turtles.
And Kyrie. So now he's heading back up, and you can tell that he's even calling for his teammates to actually try and get information on what is still available in his jungle before he moves. If not, I think he would have, tried to clear bottom side as soon as possible.
So he's just in that position where it's like, let me get to my Trinity as fast as possible so that I can be a threat to maybe Severo. Oh, hold on. Boulevard. Oh, again, Severo comes in, pops off with a heavy crossbow. We'll be able to pick up a kill. Now Endodoryu trying to hold on to this tier 1 in the mid. They were to use the final slash. Endodoryu goes back quite low. Kyrie around the corner, but Pluto to follow. Now the mid turret goes down. Badcott in trouble as well as a full force of ONIC is in the jungle. VP has nothing to gain here.
All right, we need to pull up the item list. Why are they so tanky? Found small advantages to get further ahead.
Well, they're going to start up the Lord here, half health already. VP trying to get here in time, but they're going to be way too late. So they'll just have to defend. Loopy does jump in, but again, they'll just force VP off of the jungle. They'll have to pull something amazing out to go ahead and defend. Again, they still have the shields. They can still clear things out. It's crazy. Again, at this point, you only got that one item on the Farsa. Yeah, you can still do some damage with the feathered airstrike, but you're losing that advantage. Pluto, okay, uses the final slash. He's going to get tossed in, slammed down into the jungle as Pluto is gone for the 6th time. Lord is still up. The shields are in the mid and top are up. They'll clear out the Lord for now, and Dory's going to jump in, get a little bit of shots off. Soul Snatch isn't enough on Severo. So ONIC playing this 10k gold lead will now set their sights on the mid turret. VP still waiting for Pluto up. They might have to force them to fight anyway. Badcott taking a ton of damage. And Doro jumping in after they bring Sands forward. He gets out of there though. Still going to be shooting off as Badcott is stuck onto him. But Badcott just trying to buy time as he falls next. ONIC wins that one.
Yeah, ONIC has played the draft extremely well. The fact that they got Kalia for themselves
when you have to go and put yourself in a position where it's like, we need to be able to defend our base, but then even your biggest artillery mage, Boulevard, doesn't have the items. Oh, damn, Andoru's gone. Gets caught out. A great response and find from Kyrie.
I think this is a checkmate angle for ONIC ID, right? They can siege very, very well. They can guarantee in ults coming in from Virtus.pro as soon as they get...
They're going to go towards the jungle, maybe just to get the orange buff. They don't want to get caught out here, so it looks like that's going to be the case, at least to secure them a buff. I don't know how much that's going to help them on this defense, though. Massively behind, going to lose the purple.
Kyrie would be out of position. No, he would still be in the front. It's very difficult for him to be out of position, but that means that Sans and as well Severo need to get caught by the final slash after the Tsunami slam.
See if they can pull it off. Lord still up, takes down the mid turret. Top turret still standing, and right now VP just trying to clear this out. ONIC doesn't want to push it just yet. They're going to wait for those waves. They weren't exactly the way they wanted to go ahead and sync up. They could still start a fight with Keyboy, but as they wait for these waves to go ahead and push in to take this next base turret up top down, the wave down bot still quite a far away. There's the flicker forward. Look at the Tsunami slam. Andoru, the final slash was already used, but Andoru trying to run back to heal up. Pluto's gone, Badcock's gone. The next target is the base as ONIC looks to end the game in a swift manner. Under the 14-minute mark, they'll clean things up and take game one.
Wow, this is a really scary ONIC. A good draft, but the tactical precision in this game was ridiculous. They were waiting for the right conditions, and it was all banking on the fact that Pluto is playing on an Arlet.
Yeah, they threw themselves in such a way that it was just, everything was so calculated that for Virtus.pro, again, it's when your roamer is losing and dying that frequently.
I would have preferred like a Yeve or something, create a box. Yep, there we go, the Uranus jungle at the very end. Oh, this one's really tough.
Yeah. But I think either way, with the Kalea across from you, you're going to have a... It's not going to be fun.
Wait, let's see who wins that retry battle. No, go back to the retry. Yeah. Let's keep our eyes on this. Who wins this one? This is so important for Andoru. And it's Kyrie who wins it out.
Didn't win it out. Jump into Andoru. He's pretty tanky. Gets cut off. Whoa, Sans. Oh, and hell, and Andoru's gone too. Kyrie will pick up a kill. This is devastating for VP.
Yep, and even Bobber ended up dying. That's why this was so important for... Oh my god, Keyboy nearly died there. This was so important for Andoru to win out in that retry battle against Kyrie, because there's no leaving this, right? Battle spells are still available for both Sans and Keyboy, who again, were struggling to wrestle for control against Bobber and as well as Pluto, but knowing that they already used the battle spells early on.
To go down that early, because, you know, as we were talking in the draft too, it's like, yeah, it's a Valentina, but Sans, the way he's playing, he doesn't care. He's willing to go for the trades. Does have a level 4, so he can go ahead and take one of these ultimate. He did take the wild charge. Fight for the first turtle. Gonna break out. Sans getting a position. There's the jump through from Luffy. He'll take out Boulevard already. And still with the Infernal Pursuit, but Andoru will get the turtle. But Embracer's Wrath will come down on multiple. Still going for it. Sans gets taken out. Now Keyboy and Kyrie also. Luffy goes down. This is a fight all for VP. A triple kill for Andoru.
Beautifully played. That's what we want to see from Badcock. At a sliver of his health, he turns it around, and Pluto finally hitting the level 4 just in time for the big turnaround against ONIC Indonesia. You can see that right now, Andoru, this is why Uranus is a big problem. The traction pulse coming in from Boulevard, because he also gets to steal the auto attacks plus that passive, which works in his favor.
Yeah, they could approach that fight this way. They're going to be the ones to start at the turtle here. So still no wild charge just yet for Pluto. They'll play into this anyway. A Tsunami Slam on Andoru. He's so tanky, though. They have to commit so much. He does go down, and Kyrie gets the turtle. Crossbow of the Tang going to be popped up. Luffy will clean up the kill on Pluto. And now they have the advantage here, numbers-wise. Badcock jumps in, trying to keep them at a disengage. He's going to go in for more. Darkwave will catch Luffy, and Luffy, with the rest of the team, will be able to get away.
They couldn't chase any further. Really nicely played by Lutpi, right? He jumps in with the bravest fighter.
Yeah, they did take away that minor lead that VP was holding on to. 1.5k plus a conceal, and Pluto goes in with a wild charge. We'll see if they respond. A Tsunami Slam, not going to connect that Keyboy was looking for. Still, the double purifies are still up here too. Boulevard still in the mid lane. They'll keep it together. They lose that turret up top by trying to make this play. I think they want to trade here for the macro. They want to take this tier 1 on the bottom side, and VP puts in the work. They'll get the objective.
They want to, but that was a bit of a mistake coming in from Keyboy. He could have timed his Tsunami Slam a little bit later because he ended up picking up Pluto, right? Because Super Igorka doesn't lose his Purify.
Severo just trying to get as much as gold as possible. We already saw it in the previous fight. Once he gets that crossbow tank airtime up, he is in a good position. Kyrie getting a little more defense, picks up the antique Karas. Now this turtle is up. It's been 1-for-1 for both teams here. This will be the fight, the face-off for this third one.
They have to dance around for now, and Doryu's coming in. He's got a level lead on Kyrie.
Loopy over here on the backside. There's a Tsunami Slam. Gonna go for Bad Cop. Bad Cop jumps on it. Severo's in trouble. Does get the crossbow of Tang off though. Turtle's already secured. Sans still alive, able to get Bad Cop. And now Andoryu on the run. I don't think they're gonna chase him. 2 fell for VP. Everyone's still alive for ONIC. But the turtle did go to Virtus.pro.
Well played to both squads. Wow, that was almost a clean engagement coming in from Virtus.pro's side. You can see the idea, right? Backhawk gets yoinked.
It's up now. Look at the information that they need, and you can expect ONIC to go ahead and take position. And Doryu still working on his purple. He does secure it. So he'll make his way. I'm not sure if Kyrie's going to want to grab his. The conceal is going to be used. There's a Tsunami Slam, but they engage on Loopy as well. Mid lane still going to be breaking out. Crossbow Tang isn't close enough to take down Andoryu, but still, Severo finally goes down, and Loopy was chasing Andoryu, but doesn't have enough to burn through this Uranus pick. And now he's in a bad position. He's going to get cut off from the team, and it's ONIC that loses 2 in the fight.
Yeah, the execution from ONIC, very close, but not enough. Super Igorka played that well. Same goes for Bubber.
Keyboy has initiated a lot of the fights too. I think now you really have to consider who he grabs with the Tsunami Slam here.
It's too tough because he doesn't have an ideal target. The ideal target's already a Purify, which they can't force out, by the way. But like, you catch Bad Card, he's got that Vengeance, right? DR is one of the most powerful stats in the game already, and Pluto has natural anti-CC, so not a lot of value to find.
Again, Keyboy jumps on in. He's going to go for the Tsunami Slam anyway. Under the base turret, Badcott pops the Vengeance of the winner's crown. Loopy jumping in the fray of all. Badcott finally goes down to Loopy, looking for the target on Super Igorka, as Sans will clean it up. And now with the numbers advantage, they're going to force VP to disengage. ONIC on the defense, and they still hold on to the base turret. It's a crucial lord here to take. They'll go ahead and back off of it. They know Andoryu is right around the corner, and this is not just a lord that they can go ahead and start up, but they're going to start with a Tsunami Slam anyway on Pluto. Pluto gets terrified and knocked up. He's gone, but Loopy's going to be the follow, so the 1-for-1 for now. Keyboy on the run, and Kyrie. They don't want to force this fight. Sans still holding on to the wild charge. They'll heal back up, and Doryu healthy as well with the rest of VP. So it's a 4v4, the XP for the Rome. How do they approach this fight here?
Suns could have a flank angle.
Oh, Keyboy.
He's lost his conceal, but he's got no Tsunami Slam. I don't see this happening.
Doryu so tanky. Sans going in with a wild charge if he can pull it off. He's going to get stunned. He goes forward. Still pops it off, but Sans is gone. Not the window that he was looking for. You saw the idea there, but it failed drastically, and now Virtus.pro gets themselves the Lord.
The hell was that?
Well, they still have this wave now in the mid lane. Not sure if they'll force the situation from ONIC. There's a Tsunami Slam. They're going to choose the fight. They get the immortality to go ahead and pop. Actually, Andoryu is gone, and now Bad out of trouble too. Sans goes in with that wild charge. They get the double. They'll find him in the mid lane. ONIC looks to run him down. Super Igorka trying to win. Pops the win of nature. Severo on the 1v1. He gets the triple and goes on through. They'll wipe out Virtus.pro. And ONIC ID, with plenty of time, will now focus on this tier 2. You still have more than 10 seconds for Badcott to be up.
Oh my god.
Can they run it down mid?
They're going to try. The next wave is going to spawn. The wave clear is okay. It's not the greatest, but Keyboy is taking it on purpose, and they're looking to close it out.
ONIC ID, after the fight, after the wipeout, will take the chances for Virtus.pro. They'll get the sweep.
What a game this has been. I wasn't expecting that was the fight to determine it all.